What's this? I know I've had this quest for a while, but I'm not entirely sure why. What am I now supposed to do? Unlock the cottage door. Do you really need this many buildings just to yourself, you fucking monster? What are you doing with all of this? And what the hell is that? It's got a giant pile of rocks on his lovely little table. And this is apparently an entire building. It's not even just one fucking room. This is a building. I mean, it is just one room, but it counts as a cottage for some reason? I don't know why. This dude isn't nearly as rich as I expected him to be. Oh no, never mind. That wasn't the cottage. That was apparently part of the villa, which is just situated inside of a mountain? Sure, why the fuck not? Here we go. Still doesn't count as breaking in. I don't know why he isn't, like, cutting all ties with me and immediately trying to get me murdered for this. Does he want me to find something? Steal the item. There's a letter to Mayor Oswin, which I am definitely going to be doing the big ol' read of. Compendium, Gnome Nursery Rhyme. We've read all of those and I hate it so very much. Also, all your doors have the greatest locks to ever exist, and your one most prized possession of all time you just couldn't have given less of a fuck about. Okay, good for you. What are you, a greatsword? It's only level 10, you're a piece of shit, but I'm sure you'll sell. You're also terrible. Everything here is terrible except this confession. You find a ragged document written in a shaky hand. It is a signed confession by the former mayor of Whitestone, Mayor Taklari. Why would Lena be so interested in this? Oh! Yeah, you know that thing I said I've had for ages? I've only had it for about 15 minutes, but sure. Letter to Mayor Eswin. This seems like it's going to be less incriminating, but still pretty fucking terrifying. So let's start with this. I'm going to take a big old drink, because this might kill me. Feel free to skip this, by the way, but I want to know all I possibly can about this complete fucking bomb site. To Mayor Eswin Elfheim. Or Elfhelm, sorry. I hope you are faring very well after your recent arrival in Whitestone. Don't be fooled by the dust and the heat. Apatir can be quite beautiful, especially in the evenings when the stars show their faces, peeking out from behind the smoke of Odessa's fires. You won't find a better view of the heavens anywhere. My sister Senda suggested that I write to you on behalf of our family. The Grass Stars, the Grey Stars, fucking something, who knows? We are a clan of proud, simple people, miners by trade, originating in the western lands of Myria, where our family supported Almain in its unification of the Almain tribes. It has always been our way to fight for what we believe, and to labor hard for the roof above our head, the clothes that keep us warm, and the meals that fill our bellies. It is not our way to take blessings for granted, but I can stay silent no longer. My daughter, Tyne, is dying. Mother says it's the water in the snake-tail, but the gnomes assured us that it was clean. Their scholars tested it time and time again, and still my little girl coughs blood. It is terrible to hear, Mr. Elfhelm. A wet cough that shades the sun and turns blood to ice. I can hardly bear to hear it. Sometimes, when the night falls and the fits take my time, I slip outside to marvel at the stars and to wish myself far away from this desert death. All of my life I've embraced the rolling dunes of Apatir. Now I see only graves, waiting to be dug. You are the mayor of Whitestone, the leader of our people here in Apatir. Can you not demand that the gnomes take responsibility for the pain they've wrought upon us? They're willing servants! They will not listen to us. They have ignored our pleas for aid, and my father has even traveled to Odessa and confronted the Templars at the Basilica Gnostra. To no avail. They turned him away, claiming that the secrets of their people could not be shared. Of course, these same secrets may be killing us. Please, Mayor Eswin, if you have any compassion, you will seek me out. Or better yet, you will go straight to the source of our agony and get the truth from the Gnome scholars of Motus mining interests, those responsible for the disaster that has befallen us all. As the old Apatir saying goes, our bones are stone, our hearts the sun. We may be born of the dark halls, but we rise into light. Thank you for reading this. Matharu bless you. Your friend, Hester Greystar. Fuck. I was really blaming the mare, but the water spots left by tears are clearly visible on the paper of this heartfelt letter. Has the mare done anything? Maybe that's why he's such an utter fucking hard-ass. Maybe he's genuinely trying to figure out what the gnomes did, but there was no evidence of that in talking to him. He just seemed like another slippery little rich bastard, but there's gotta be something more to you. I don't believe that you're just gonna be that much of an absolute arsehole all the way through. Maybe we'll figure it out from the confession of the older mayor. Maybe he'll be the one who was at fault. Oh, I kinda doubt it. It clearly has something to do with the gnomes. Hey, Tiny Penis Motorbike Man! It has been a while, and aren't you looking tinier than ever? Good for you. Or very bad for you, to be honest, but whatever, it's good for me. Confession of Mayor Wesley to Clary. Before my fate goes black, before the folds of death envelop me, I wish to confess one last act, one that puts all my others to shame. When the gnomes at Motus Mining attempted to test the new that's a word. Hey Siri. Define sluice. No, not Slovis. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Don't even really know what it is, but I guess it's worth a Google. Why not? I like being a smart boy about things I won't remember for more than 5 minutes. A sliding gate. Okay, cool. That was boring, wasn't it? Much of the contaminants they were hoping to divert from the runoff ended up in the river. Snaketail River is a water source for many citizens of this burnt land, and I cannot rest knowing that I am responsible for their deaths. I needed aid in covering up this tragedy. May I be damned. I found this aid from the travelers, one in particular by the name of Lena Ardeen. With Lena's help, I was able to keep the public ignorant, although Motus did learn of these actions and plan their abrupt exit. I cannot continue with this on my conscience. I cannot. I have been a tool of the gnomes, and I am forever marked as such. Mayor Wesley to Clary. But they didn't mean to do this, did they? They were hoping to divert from the runoff, ended up in the river. So what? It was just toxic waste dumping? They're just like a big fucking arsehole corporation? Like, instead of dumping it in, like, I guess they just dump all their shit in the ocean instead of trying to dispose of it themselves, because cheapness. But is that Motus Mining? Or is that Odessa? I don't know which gnomes we're dealing with. I don't know how much influence Odessa themselves, or like the big boy gnomes, have over this random company of gnomes. But Lena knew. Motus did learn of these actions and planned their abrupt exit. So they knew you were covering it up, and they sort of just jumped on board? They were totally down with that? Or were you trying to blame them, and then they fucked off so you couldn't blame them? Or if you did blame them, it wouldn't really have much of effect, because what's an army of random fucking peasants gonna do? But are you still drinking from that hellhole? How are you all still alive? And why do I remember the name Tyne? Tyne is someone in this game. Tyne is someone that we have dealt with before, that we've spoke with, that I know. And she was doing just fine, from what I remember. Or maybe it wasn't even a girl? Maybe there's multiple Tynes in this game. Hold on. Tyne. Kingdoms of Amalur. Tyne Delphric. Oh, he's just a leader of the Warswan? Okay, yeah, never mind. So I guess it's just another person with that name. And now the big fucking badass old man basically has the medieval equivalent of a name like Leslie. Like a name that can be both male and female, and in the process sounds absolutely pathetic for both sides. Sorry if your name's Leslie, but I think you're adorable in all the wrong ways. I mean, it's an okay female name, I guess, but male? Leslie? Really? Are you even trying? How's it going convincing yourself that your parents didn't absolutely despise you? Oh! Lena fucked off immediately. I guess because she knew I'd be finding the truth? and just didn't want the mayor to be able to incriminate you, then why the hell were you sitting around just hanging out in the fucking town? Surely they would have lynched you. Do the random people know? It doesn't seem like the people know that you were involved in covering it up. And I mean, it wasn't the travelers themselves, it was just you. She may be in the tavern or somewhere else near Whitestone. She's definitely not in the tavern. Steal the deed from Scoria Mine. Speak to llshit, or whatever the fuck. Cloudcrest. I've got so much to do. We're not going to go to Lena now, because I feel like there's a lot I still need to do in this place itself. No way! What? Wait, what building is this? And how the hell did I miss it last time? The mayor has been stealing all of my boy's smut again? How dare you? Is it literally on you? I think it's on him. A death threat? A death threat doesn't exactly seem to be what I'm searching for, but I definitely want to know what that is. Did I just ignore the smut the last time I was up here? I did! Oh, I could not be dumber. There is no way I'm leaving that behind. Fuck that. We're gonna need to go home again soon because I feel like I have a fuckload of books that I can't really sell because they're interesting. But I also don't really want to keep on me because they big and take up so much fucking space. Can I get you anywhere else? Because I want to know what this is. An unsigned letter that smells of alcohol. Is it a death threat to you? I mean, most likely. Or is it a death threat that you're sending to someone else? I don't know, a clean-cut absolute monstrosity like you probably isn't dumb enough to just straight up send a death threat. And you also don't seem like that much of an alcoholic. I mean, everyone in this absolute hellscape of a world seems to be at least a little bit of an alcoholic. But I mean, I don't think you're one of them. I really don't want to end up killing all these families. I know they're criminals, and I know they tried to kill me and everything. But I mean, come on. There's got to be better ways to do this, and also I really need those files. I need to clear the mayor out of his own house. I just have no idea how to do it. Steal the deed to Scoria Mine? Terminate the Zungar family. What's the time? Probably gonna go get myself something to eat soon, but I also have no idea. I wanna do things. I wanna do big fucking things, but I'm also fucking starving. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to Cloudcrest. I have held off for way too long. We've been recording for like 2 hours now. And I think at the end of the last session, I said the first thing we were going to do was finish off this fucking branch and potentially the entirety of the Warsworn missions. Oh, the reason I didn't know it was Cloudcrest is because it's just a tiny little regular-ass cave icon? Dude, I'm traveling up a desert mountain to kill a demon that has been resting for like 8 billion years or whatever the fuck, and it is very, very, very capable of just nuking the entire planet with, like, a single fucking click of its fingers. Yeah, I think maybe you should get your own fucking icon. You should maybe look just a little bit special. We brought Gryan Shane. You couldn't even have brought, you know, one of the cool ones? Like, I think Tyne Delphric is a pathetic, weird-ass ghost of a man, but at least he's cooler than you. I was about to say even the woman is cooler than you, but you know what? I don't even remember her name. So that's probably not a great sign.
This is what I like. Something you can fix with a sword and shield.
Oh, but you know what can't be fucking fixed? Your weird-ass mighty morphing nipples. What the fuck just happened to you? Never ever look at me again, because that was some kind of eldritch fucking ritual. I am not a fan. Let's ask about who are the Warsworn, even though I'm really high-ranking and have been with you for like years and years and years now.
A Warsworn has to be a stalwart soldier. But more than that...
Oh, his nipples are back to normal, thank fuck.
That fact to the world.
Do I have to... Okay, yeah, I mean, I kind of really do, or the world is going to crumble if I don't go into this cave right the fuck now. Oathblade. Can you maybe just, you know, promote me? I am about to save the entire world. I should basically have your job. In fact, I should have all 3 of the leaders' job and just be the god of the Warsworn.
You advance in ranks so quickly. And again, things don't often go normal around you, do they?
You're actually being cool for once. I didn't expect Gryan Shane to actually want to do something heroic. I expected he just wanted to write a load of bullshit poems about himself that would make him look incredibly heroic, but not actually put in any of the effort. Huh. I mean, if you actually survive any of this shit, you'll probably be borderline worthy of a ballad for once. Good for you, buddy. Mystic Hammer.
So that's the fabled hammer. How does it gleam like that? What odd markings it has.
I literally built it, read an entire novel about it, and did like 4 missions related to creating it again. And even I have no idea, buddy, so do not ask me. Cloudcrest Mountain.
I'd been yearning to return to the field of battle. And
Really? When you finally got your makeup just fucking perfect and wanted to show it off, huh? I don't know, man. It's gonna get very, very smudged. You know, look like a complete disaster, more than you already do. But whatever. Anru
There's no doubt he's up there, and no knowing what he's capable of when cornered. But we do have the element of surprise.
You are the greasy little vein boy, right? I didn't just just bullshit about makeup out of absolutely nowhere, did I? I'm pretty sure you're that one. It definitely wasn't Tyne Delphi. I'm pretty sure you're the leader of Helmsguard, right? You were just so unmemorable at that time that I don't even remember. Yeah, you must be. I remember the name, at least. You look incredibly boring. I didn't remember your voice in the slightest, but Gry and Shane is pretty much impossible to forget.
If you thought I'd let you go in there yourself and have all that fun without me, you were sorely mistaken.
Meaning you're gonna end up looking even more heroic than any other leader of all the fucking factions in the game so far. And you're you. What a shame. Alright then, let's talk to Gwyn.
Beeson has carved his own way into the mountain, and that will be our route as well. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I forgot this place used to just be rocks. We're going to the top,
Yes,
huh?
The crown will emerge at Cloudcrest's summit. That's where Beeson will be.
Let's fucking do it. I'm really nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Probably because I'm about to kill a living fucking sleeping god. But oh, man. And they actually bothered to make a unique looking dungeon for this? Thank you, game. This is amazing. I mean, it is just kind of a stony version of all the fuckers we've fought 100 times before, but I mean, I still appreciate it. It's not just generic rock cavern like literally everything else in the entire world is. That's a lot of cult boys. Oh, fuck me. And yeah, there's that sound again. It wasn't just exclusively for the gnome mine. In fact, I don't really know why I could even hear it in the gnome mine. Is that dude actually pissing? Dude is straight up pissing in the corner while his biggest fucking nightmare is acted out on his own fucking face. Alright, good for you. Fair enough, buddy. I can't even really complain. I respect you too much for that. Ebony Scepter, and nothing else even borderline interesting. Yay, good for you. Oh, because this is the way back down? Yes, I know. Are you trying to chant our names? Is this meant to get us all fucking hyped? I'm fully aware that we are Warsworn. Good job, I guess, buddy. How do I get over there? Because clearly I can jump down to Cloudcrest Peak? So I guess I need to go this way to get to the peak. And then that's just my other way down. I actually need to go back down the mountain. After having a fight like that. Like the most epic thing fucking imaginable that we have done throughout the entire game so far. Literally slaying the god of the underworld, the god of the void. And then it's just over and you have to slowly make a trek down this fucking place all over again. Okay. To be fair, I guess the same thing sort of happened in Scholia Arcana, when we watched our boy just do the biggest fucking coolest backflip of all time off the top of the mountain, leave a giant gaping crater in Mother Earth's fucking anus, literally gave nature hemorrhoids, and then we just have to slowly wander all the way back down with all the tension in the world just slowly fucking pissing itself away. Because, I mean, we actually have to wander down and fight the most... We were fighting rats again on the way back down after seeing something that awesome. Yeah, it kind of really kills its own epicness, like, all the time, this game. Which is very, very sad, but, I mean, it's bound to happen. No. No. You guys go take all the fucking hits for me, because I am cooking, and I don't like that. I really hate having this guy around. I thought it was going to be awesome actually having like a leader of one of the branches of Warsworn following us around, but all he says is that. It's like he's fucking autistic and just repeating the last 3 words he's heard. Let me take a quick little drink. And try to not suck all the dick in the world at opening up this chest. Come on! There we go. It's really weird when I'm being that terrible at things and the badass music is just still playing in the background. I say badass music. There is nothing badass about the regular combat music. That's the longest I've ever really let it play out. I don't know if it expects fights with wolves to last, I don't know, 10 minutes for the music to really get in full swing, but all I ever get to hear is just just the drums, like the start of that little drum beat. Over and... Oh, that's actually really fucking good. Wait, you're a necklace? You look so much more like a ring. You would have made so much more sense as a ring. Damn it! It is said Lunala, goddess of the moon, suffered a pain so great, and traces of her tears fell from the heavens to Amalur. I sorta love it. And it does sorta, maybe kinda, the same thing as the necklace of the gladiator. Because the only really types of damage I use are fire, ice, and lightning. Just all the elemental damage. 20% damage, I guess it will maybe take away some damage that I do with my chakrams and everything, but it will make up for that with the mana. But that's 6% chance to crit. That is a big fucking chance, man. I don't think I can give that up. Because crits are so very useful. I have one-shotted bosses that I should never have ever been able to one-shot with crits, and I just kind of love it. Maybe I'm overpowered with crits. Maybe I should switch up to Lunala's tier and just get that little bit of extra mana. It would make my life a lot easier in places like this where my mana takes decades to charge back up. But at the same time, nah, that's what a smart person would do. And I am anything but a smart person. Why have I gone this way? I don't want to know what those sounds are, because at first, I thought it was just some big motherfucker stomping around. But now I know that it's got something to do with the demon. If it's the big motherfucker stomping around, then I know that he takes, what? 10 seconds in between each step? That means he is way bigger than I ever could have expected, and at least, oh, I don't know, 40 times bigger than any other enemy in the entire game, and I don't really want anything to do with that. I didn't think anything could ever get scarier than Anakartos, and he was human-sized. I don't have time for another gimmick fight, man. Well, I definitely have time for it, but I definitely don't have the testicular fortitude. That's where we're fucking lacking today. Oh my god, I am so full of fucking goo today, and you guys really don't need to know that. I'm feeling real gross. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna blow my lovely little fucking nostrils out, and I'll see you guys in a sec, because it is making my brain not function.